hyehyɛ no bebem yetiti enso esi wo mo no conditions bi wa agi se ebeba kra be te busumi nsia achi ene de titi sa enti anopai ye ba ne abedi ho enkomo afei ye beka Fitch ratings no nso aba no ebenya nsunsuanso wo IMF fo no ene ye ne wo mu nkitahudie no ana kane no na ese wa ye kenso enu CCCCC say ye C minus so ye C plus o na C no ye mensa enu so na watwe ye mu ye te ye se yase ate aba fom a entansi CC C na be ye mienu enu so chesen na afei we be talking e-levy if you say no so minister eka ho asem say e-levy ni generation sika na eba no emma sedia na omudi womani esusu ye sedia omo envisage ya na so omo estimate ye enti eno nso edom kuma no nso so omo ka ho mo no akofa ni nyina ba mo anhwe ama ade ye amantem na eha yen mo wi am sanse omo nko IMF omo nko nso na mo gina pono na chi mo se someone sama kwa IMF mo dwamonu mu amakwa IMF enu ti na ne ye ne former deputy minister of finance na wosan ye MP ebrei mu ma amanfo mo adwuma kwanyan esiem wo komrahye bedwa fie gina tuko mo hwe sikasem so no wo onu kra ne kasa ma edom kuma no efa sikasem no eho honorable Cassiel ato Forson. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Boko die and me meka asante twi na wonso aka fanti eno na mpechia ne so te say
amena dom yegudon kakra
some were recess.
Yes, parliament were recess.
Okay.
Nti nyame ya adoma oye bosumi ya yerbesimi ochenare nadia yebesimi on the 25th
na mo beba
parliament baba
when your ma home kakra
nti yeba ehuda hom gya ya agini na na yehwehwe nyamem nti yakwa yekoye adwuma mo atogana fo wakomado
yehwe mo
papa
eya munye ni ye maye
wayem de ye adwuma ye dadaw
oh sawo Ghana fo ne be kire okay ye mon komo kakra emfa ye sha se emfi Fitch ratings na ba ye no obi to ese no ma rating yen o ma se downgrade yen no ma ka brofo CCC to C outlook enye say omo rating yen sa de no mo di rating yen asechire ni say
okay sister Odzikan ichia me constituents awowo edwumako enyan esiam
okay
and a fin man tomina na Ghana fuina but I'm a peda makanye de yaka credit to rating ono na ochire de wobo busa oyeye another wobo busa onyeye
okay
how credit worthy you are as a sovereign
okay
Fitch we duma wo yen de wo rate in kronkro in a companies okay. The company no bono busa obutumi tua another bono busa ontumi tua ka pocho what you say inti ye wo rating agencies a Ghana ya fa honi ya nkasa ye tua hon kaw no wo rating hen where ya basa 3
yeah in your mind
Ghana government we have contracted 3 agencies.
Okay.
Ghana mine ankaso.
Okay.
Na ya frɛ ho na bosum so ye tua hon kaw.
Okay.
The one access Ghana yen credit worthiness.
Okay.
One hwɛ de se Ghana se obi boyam bosa ye butumi tua na de yentumi tua kaw.
Okay.
Inti Fitch na etinizi ne bebre no. Afi bia na de bosumi abasa bia Ghana aban ye tua hom ka. Quarterly. Every quarter ye tua hom ka.
Okay.
Nanya Fitch nkote.
Ntinya so omo tua omo ba bi
no. It is the Republic of Ghana na ye contract one.
Okay.
Nti ye contractual agreement between them.
Okay.
Ghana and them.
Okay.
The Ghana when share kratemu nhyehyɛ between Ghana and onye Fitch.
Okay.
And na Ghana na Moody's.
Okay.
Na Ghana na Standard and Poor, my friend S&P.
Okay.
So all what they do onye there banks oman companies akese sebe wo kɔbɔ busa wo de beye we adwuma no.
Okay.
About contract one. No one we gina fin the referee. Between our oman and another our company. In na one nso a wobo oman busa another wobo company busa.
Nti anya say bia omo ye credit agency agency a omo wo ho say ye hwe say o country bi ana company bi ya na ye ya de ti say the institution bi tumi so me yes survey. Yes,
this is not like that. Nti one kasa na contract one.
Okay.
Nti afibia no wo rate we bien.
Okay.
Half year in the end year.
Okay, nti sa na ba afenim
pie mu no ba so a na waba wo kro no mu nti waba Ghana ha na onam da wo na invite hon nti etua hon ka wo nti gbogbo ewu book ma kire hon.
Oh,
na wobekọ ebia Bank of Ghana wako Ministry of Finance wako GRA wako controller wako nti wobegye information waka kire masa wo books in mesin orokon amena eboe ma kire hona wobobo sei books nda mehun Ghana yepa nti bohombo sa wobotu yaka wo no won so waka kire the books nda mehun Ghana nyekra nti membo wombo se bio waka no karmesa no mohwe wo. Okay, what can sebe enyimide you can credit worthiness na wo ba access.
Okay, say
wo ba access de wo bo sa botumi tuaka another intumi tuaka.
Okay.
Nti wo ba ye nhyehyai de abade na o kire de same mo sika botumi tuaka. Wo salary ahen na eje. Sisi me bisa we. Say the public say for me nchana.
Okay.
Maybe say the bay de na etua maka.
Okay.
Eja pade ben na wo.
Okay.
Salary ahen na wo. Bosomo so anya sika ahen.
Okay.
Na wo expenditure nso ya ahen. Nti say wo expenditures in your 100 cedis na say wo expenditure 200 abade nti na o kire de botumi etua maka nti me fisika ma. Atasa.
Okay.
Nti ono na dem nkrofo na wo from hon Fitch, Standard and Poor in a friend Moody's we dwuma wo yen Ghana ba na wa fa hon. But let me tell you something. Because on them institutions here from hon Fitch na S&P we dwuma wo ya anye de wo behwe de abanan obotumi tua ne kaw anado ontumi tua ne kaw no. Da wa banye de wo ba behwe Ghana books wo ba behwe Ghana books da wo hu enyi de bebi a Ghana edun so bi boyambo sa ye ntumi tua kaw. According to them. Yes, that's what it is. Inti ansa na eboko marketing. Boko market akwaje bosan. Oide ye at least B+.
Oh, okay.
So it's sold from B minus B C.
Okay.
C nankasa wa at sold bi wa no chede CC ano international market na kwaje bosan no kra no intum nkobio.
Wokwa o mumfa ma wa na untumi nkokra.
No, ekwa inye sika nti wala bede akọ.
Okay.
Bank yi wiske bi anda ho. Ekwa wompe wonyima ehu nti bede na akọ ho. Nti bebi a yedun Fitch wo pa kire de Ghana yen sika sam ne bebi edun. Omonyo de ebo hombusa wontumi ntuaka wo.
Sana CC ne.
Sa dem also a junk status. Junk o chede wodo ye bibiara ntumi nyeye.
Anya ye ko hipika na.
Oh hipika nde ya abrodo. Ya abro hipika do.
Nti nka hipik program no da so ran
ya kai. Hipik boye. Hip baby a yedu sisian hipik ye. Osande CC na nansem yanka ansa na wo read budget wie no wo mehen CCC triple C.
Yes.
Ina CC was triple C no crampo no yensem fata nti when you see kro wada to ball mo waka C na bien. Motuma agina ha ma ka kire de nto ha ma afinko na wie. Achara first quarter Ghana boko D.
Why you who can
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, no kwana makachro. So I have to tell you so that you get prepared. Because abandoning shishe now ordered to yenyimin. Dina yeroko.
I see.
Dina de sister, we can't avoid it.
You say, ebia outlook here good, outlook here poor, outlook near dear here now you good and now bad.
Okay, so outlook near obutuma kachro there. Triple C with positive outlook. Another triple C with a negative outlook. Last time I Fitch were rated also a double C, triple C with negative outlook. Negative outlook in nature able to be assigned from CCC no cry best ye.
Yes, you bet ya kufum.
You bet so akufum.
Okay.
We said in share na on sunya ye boko yenyim. Triple C no say if you are na look B minus. In say outlook ni positive or there is a likelihood. Another BB put too much there on cherry yeboko yenyim.
Okay.
But negative outlook Roger on cherry be sound so ya tears and ye.
I see. It's a double C no with
the
outlook.
Triple C now the man was a negative outlook. And then subsequently was also downgrade him to double C. Now what's a CC no crown or a negative outlook deal which the best also assign ye. Carl all reverse.
And then a be my assign chino.
There boko ebesan yichi no oyanyama bebre odi kan baby a Ghana busa no ya bo na nado dan kwa kufu ado naban busa wa bobre magana ye ho kyere hema ye nkom kura lubu wo busa hon bibia kyere de aban ontumintua hona aban abohon busa ne kaw
but sasa asem no nanse omo ba che mu ka se ente sa se ye Ghana ye ka ye de na hwe ya ye be default wo ye loan repayment
no it is bound to happen. We can't run away from
aban se masa
motumechia wonsem na ma mo busumesia se wensa not more than busumesia ntem e pa ye ntunchia busumesia me na wo ye sanso invite me.
But aban gu nhihye ye so
me say
even with IMF
it is inevitable, it is unavoidable where we are going.
But what to choke or so to choke
me say choke on to car auto free e to choke obobu choke no do enwo car auto free obe poso na so risana to free abana wa choke no onye enough speed or ban.
I see.
I mean now ye hu hwe. So the default na ye ka ho asem the Bloomberg throw ya ban ka ho asem, it is bound to happen nti ye boko di default penal ko di nti be ka the memo from now till end of first quarter.
But now no Mekai say president call a international program yasia or they call to just say sometimes the way I omo ratings no e wo say ya nia contract omo dey but baby omo free ban so county as omo ratings no ama e look too negative on us.
Time what rating all koso na obon say man on the one kan handsome what started war but negative in already on here
but on can say be enye but remember that finance minister kwata mama triple C no so or call for how do you call it review
president. You see, it is not a review. 3 independent rating agencies.
Yes.
3 independent rating agencies. They can't get it wrong. Internet, you choose 1, you choose 2, you choose 3. Amasa krumpo one kasa you choose numpa. Na so mpewa sama. E krubo tumi apewa sama, but omumi ansay na obia say.
Sese afechi de ne pe na aba.
Oh fetch, o de akwa triple C nkani na wo see.
Oh, okay. Obia wo double C.
No, wako double C. Obia wo see.
Okay, nti.
Na me see D ne
just 1 C.
And
SMP is 1 C. I see. Nti ento next year, mid next year no. Na say the can sabre na den yen so yete wo economic management team ne finance minister no so to aye say no.
Economic management team akareba na wa agba wonsum na brabobom. The train is coming. It's going to hit you. You saw all of this happening. Na etna wa ma obukun ewi a ese mana na reba momuda. We kun ewi. They've run this economy into a ditch. Nothing more, nothing less. This is how legitimately incompetent they are.
Oh, your politician, oh, your opponent, sana obe kanona. I'm on looky bad.
And sister, Doroko de Yunwa, da Oroko de CCRA, what also when you are the missing of money or why it's a home in your politics, but also when you are you happy? The way I run economy, are you happy?
Bibi Nesi.
Abadinesi, Abadinosi. But let me tell you.
Is the world not having its own challenges and crises?
So Ivory Coast challenging a crisis in the Binyo. Togo challenging a crisis in the Binyo. Ghana island. If we are seeing Ghana,
BBC,
sister, Ivory Coast, nobody
UK for new issues.
Correspondent we were Lubo.
Yes, Charles.
For no on Ivory Coast, non for Ivory Coast, the Cordentro. You could Togo, after will be your correspondent.
Nigeria, they have issues.
More than us. Or better than us.
Almost naira fall,
but not at this gargantuan rate of fall. Ghana yensi din all fall the fresh coconut. Nigeria don't all fall them.
Let call IMF. So Monday IMF about the second time. Yensha see wo omuma ye no emu. E den important na almost ye kasa IMF will be boyen omo be hwa mayen a omo be yeden.
Okay, so you can't IMF or ye ikubia we are say a money na here na you join on. I must say, kwa here ma once wa babo boa. That way in there or your surveillance.
Okay.
One surveillance in the what they either headmaster wa ba with ye. In Zama in ye no wa ba boshe na ye. Now odi can IMF and wabobusa in my countries. No washe the wobusa no botumi tuyakao.
Okay.
But in Birberia yako IMF na no yakwe no in Ghana so bibo yambosa yebotu metu yakao. Na currently baby a yedun sa Ghana obibo obosa yakwaje busa yentumi ntua ka wonti ono saso nti ne yakofre IMF mo obey
okay
IMF nso no wo yeku bi a ansa no bobo busan oyede tumi kire de ebutumi tua wo busan ekaw ansa no wo de busan bi ama
okay
na ansa no obey dem wo ye bibi offend debt sustainability analysis
enu na ye problem
debt sustainability analysis ne kire de ekaw na edze as omanen ebutum etua anade intum ntua kaw atasa
okay
edze kaw dadaw kaw na edzen 1 minute another 1 minute se kaw na minute one ne bro friend debt overhang
okay
so 1 minute one you are debt with debt or you sustainable but me that sika ejen botum de tua bosan ne kaw
okay
dem sasunti or the IMF for was satisfy one independently as an international organization there baby a country ne do no busana wa abo ato ho no obutum wetua kaw another one tum tua kaw
okay
onunti ina ode wo ye dem nhyehyɛ papa bi na wobtum ko through the debt sustainability analysis na was satisfy one ho there no kwarum Ghana baby wedu mpempen do a wobutum etua won kaw another one tum tua won kaw so where debt sustainability analysis ne gitumi wia oyede wo hu de se busa no wobutum etua kawa no no Ghana wobutum agree with IMF for a program na wa bomo busa na wa boa mo monyama koye but se wo kawo no intumi ntua kawa baka twa de kwata wo kawo no doso dodo amino
okay
debt has become an overhang on the people of Ghana on your government inti kofre wona ade won kawe na ka twa de mintumi ntua inti wonyo ntenase na wonfa ekaw ne bi mfa nchaw
oh okay
wonfa kaw ne bi mfa nchaw wo friend debt relief
okay
inti nya debt relief o chede wo de kaw na achaw wo de chaw wie a ina abade amena wo sisi ade ekaw na amenemen ekaw nyene me biu inti bra na boboam na bombusa na fanyama tutuyei na yenye an IMF program
na se omo de ka no chewa ene wo san akwa kase yenye IMF
program inti so omo de kaw ne bi chewa
okay omo de bi chew
obi nyani na wo de bi chewa oyede ye nhyehyeye a osefata a okire de baby a itina asema debt no omene won oye debt overhang indu obio nti IMF de nhyehyeye a wo friend structural measures
okay
but to 2 years ya obama dem busana am eboya mo omene won danche insanso nkobo dem busane bio
okay
nhyehyeye papa embra do ko parliament obekwana ode wo ye nzama in kran no mistakes aye ni na wo befa ho sebe nyansa wom anade afutu wom aba wom na wada aboa wo ama in future no you won't get to where you have gotten to
okay
to start with I can confirm to you the hen NDC party ye wo mbrahye bedwam ya ye hen debt sustainability analysis already yen debt sustainability analysis on each ne ya ye yen hyehyeye a ye botum ya ka kire Ghana fo de Ghana ye wom sisiare yen busana yabon 1 minute into our debt is simply unsustainable and Mr. Sister I've been some academ
kaye no fato ho Ghana ye kasisia ye de tutu ye sika na ye services ene ye niama ye ton ye de nyina gu nkenten gumu a said the momo kan GDP debt to GDP ratio net is
all right so to start with so compare debt to GDP or they who in the GDP in the debt because you are comparing like to like. You don't compare oranges and apples. They are two different things. In the date you are hit in the 30th.
In the 30th.
So GDP as a 30th of September.
And they
in there.
Okay.
And the public debt as a 30th September. Then you compare the two. In the debt to GDP.
Okay.
Now, so debt as a percentage of the denominator or your GDP no. Atasa the numerator over the denominator.
Okay.
That will give you debt to GDP.
Well, they are called classified. Yeah, fractions kaka.
Them not. Now, Ghana public debt from the numbers I have seen. Okay, let's go back to July numbers. Minister of Finance the Mahin.
Our parliament.
Our parliament.
Figures I would be my
yes, official numbers. So you have 391 billion
Okay, ntesi aye hwe ye kai de asat July.
As a June.
June. Okay.
From minister from official now. I won't
okay.
quote unofficial numbers.
Right.
391 billion.
Okay.
Them 391 billion.
Yeah. And including
CDs,
domestic
CDs,
one and
domestic
CDs.
and external.
Okay.
CDs.
Okay.
Them 391 billion.
Okay.
It excludes and Bank of Ghana 22 billion if you want.
Okay.
Because Bank of Ghana then what's your overdraft? Overdrafting chida afenoso in a what they Bosana what account.
Okay.
You remember that I raised the issue they were apprenticing at 22 billion. You remember?
No, I can't say anything.
Oh, Massa, from
once I make
me, I did a press conference.
Oh,
yeah, I did 2 press conferences subsequently.
Bank of Ghana.
No. I did press conferences twice. I wrote a letter. Again, a press release to the central bank.
Oh, I see.
Challenging their claim.
Into who insisted?
I insist. They printed 22 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
What's it? Or you overdraft or what am I buying? The Bank of Ghana, what just Bank of Ghana, are they deposit taking institution?
No.
They are not deposit money bank. They are not DMB. Obian face count is a what's that is a canaba? It's a more overdraft. No overdraft take a face can fee. That what catch and then boom are two. It's a candy.
Now, there are Omoma banks if one no edit towards it as a Omo capital.
No.
Bank of Ghana.
It doesn't come. So the central bank will use a deposit money bank 1 year. Bank of Ghana 1 year DMB. They are the central bank, and in the bank of last resort. What print is the bank of last resort.
Okay.
So they printed for the state. So 22 billion on count B.
All right.
Okay. So say a pede ihun debt to GDP you compare asset
because mo beke kan
oh me wanyama bebebe ya me so that's one I'm coming. Energy Sector Levies Act. What the Energy Sector Levies in Sikawa General ESLA no one of an Energy Sector Levies Act. No bro for na ye kind of short ESLA.
Okay.
Remember the yede hyehyɛ to where be taxes kebia yede bo to Energy Sector Levies na offend and count down
na wo ho no.
Abani Bay or that Bobosa. CCM Kacho we issue ESLA bonds approximately 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay, so the Akobo was in Chester or the Sasi Canesia.
Or the Akosia Hoa.
Okay.
Or the Akobosa for about 30 years.
Okay. Until the Beba
the next 30 years in Busunia the man or Busubia.
I see.
But that Jabusa 10 billion Ghana cedis. Madam Sikan order ho or your public debt or the account.
Okay.
Obia, wakwaji busebi also friend Sino Hydro.
Okay.
You remember that the master me be me sorry Gina me catch on there. I disagree.
But I know na ye bosin ade.
Oh, bosa.
Na ka say ase ye bata bisa. Omo de ma ye na yes o ma be two box sides.
You were 19th century. You were 19th century ye butter trade. Butter trade o twem nyana na do that kran kwa kufa do na bro don continue be ye butter trade. In Dembri where ye butter trade. Let me tell you, the box side belongs to the nation. Bauxite on Ghana government there. Or bauxite on Yana Kufuado there. It is for the people of Ghana.
And he's ruling for the people of Ghana.
Entrusted in his name. Ojisikana bauxite, and it is part of the national revenue. Or you're part of the national revenue. Debt, if your constitution more better, they say, illutua debt, if out of the consolidated fund, it becomes a public debt. Okay. Under the constitution. Okay. So Sikanaba and sign a use in the date into Mkofa Chinese with over for bauxite no more road. It doesn't work like that way. In fact, IMF were vindicating what's the one for bauxite in or yet Sino-Hydro, one for cadet no. One for ESLA, one for cadet no.
Yeah, but
IMF because
for cadet no. Cano then we go back to.
Okay. So bauxite ESLA Sino-Hydro Dachi, I would need or cadet no, and I've always insisted on that.
Nina count 391.
No, 391 and count.
Okay, into no so
Nina count about 450 billion as at June. Say expressing as a percentage of GDP. Don't use GDP for December 2022. Use this GDP for June.
Okay.
June because it's for June.
Okay.
That's the American.
Yeah.
But what abane yen there? Oh, yana wako for GDP for December. Into the nothing, you are expressing it over a bigger base than the pricing.
I used to December because then it will be an estimate. So if it's services we are rendering, it's goods we are selling.
So why don't you give us estimate to June? How do you compare an actual?
But maybe we say then are buying SKP June or for December.
That's what government does.
Exaggerating.
They express it over what percentage?
Okay.
They are expressing it over GDP. We're estimating for the end of December 2022, and not GDP estimated for end of June. 2022. So when that happens, they are telling us the debt to GDP is 78%. No. First of all, first half of the year, what is the estimated GDP, and express it like with like. So from my analysis, debt to GDP is about 100%.
And you not just say negative zero near to one. Say negative zero.
Ghana's debt to GDP is 100%.
Yes, you can I be nina
Okay, and sister, I'm casting intro. January to June 2022, tax revenue yenyai. Or 30 billion Ghana cedis tax revenue.
Okay. The buy in some
taxes are yenya wo minimum in 30 billion Ghana cedis.
Now you estimate is
on none day. Okay, I think the estimation was about 35 billion.
Okay.
When you're 30 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Them 30 billion Ghana cedis are Ghana banning yanin. But surprise you to know there. On nam busa ya bonny bridge buying or the don't mind the one problem, one loan. Problem be on the busa and fambe that way any day. Wabo busama. Them 30 billion in year, you did no 26.1 billion. You do try. Busana ya no interest in a da why due for payment. 26.1 into a cut 3.9 billion. Sister, remember that them taxes in so if you are or you get fund. Atasa be a national health insurance. If you are your district assembly common fund.
Yeah, chiche.
Say earmark fund that only the oko would you to abusani fima only 10 billion. If you more obeka 20 billion cedis. Them out 20 billion out of 13, 10 or the statutory funds. Them 10 if you ma, or back 20 billion. Them 20 billion no. Busa bonko tin hunsi na do dey 26 billion. So with taxing is not enough to pay to pay the debt. That tells you your debt is not sustainable.
We dey watch yourself.
Into so obi de kade debt is sustainable or unsustainable or your ability to pay.
Okay.
Ability to pay. Into wohono be catch oh now America one debt here 200% of GDP, 150% of GDP. But when you tna hey idua obetumi asia no e bia mentumi nsia sadua no. The load you can carry is not the same as the load I can carry.
See, America,
remember, America they are using about 15-20% of their tax revenue to service their debt. What about you? You are using 90% of your tax revenue to service your debt.
This one, they said they are unkunte. The person just 100% in education.
So it is statutory funds in FIMA 20%, 10 billion. If you 30, no more 20 now working. Only enough to service your debt.
And she says, yeah, I am a full buy for the second time. Maybe some say only buy mu, but omo a year Juman krata and babontia because of your interest. Obe pay kind.
Oh, of course.
See, in no, what has come up?
Okay.
And then na oma can see.
The IMF is insisting. The I'm correct. The minority NDC party ya kanina ya correct.
Saying
the yenzen kuri Sino Hydro or your public debt because Sino Hydro is kano June or the Ghana statute yakao bauxite yen started the next year June bauxite yen started the year
I don't mind yamba
Sino Hydro ni sikani biaba
Mr. China for now me two bauxite
eche the frek Nana Akufo-Addo ne bisa Ghana man
the be finance minister
na nyono no kofa ono ye president you vice president Dr. Bawumia Pocho one number Francis ya ne bisan the China wo baya na inti ono no ase wa kofa bibia wo de Chinese reba obotu bauxite na wo di sika abreh up to the June you be start to yakaw bauxite no he o ye nde edwuma no wa start o ye nde ye be fa kwan be ye tua ka June ya hwe ni ya Ghana ye be default Sunday ye nyi bibiara ye de come on cyanohydrin inti chide wo tua fi consolidated fund. This is my position. This has all along been my position. So IMF say or you work out into kotua ka.
Okay. No,
or you work out into fake public debt no.
Na dey BM.
Number 2, ESLA or you buying a cow fake public debt because the tax revenue ne tua ka. You are paying from the consolidated fund. Feka ho.
Okay.
Or your Dutch bond, you are paying from the consolidated fund. Feka ho.
Okay.
Osande, sister, again, when you are comparing like with like, tax revenue I make one CCL tax revenue. And you me there, you can ESLA or tax revenue no. Or your tax.
Yes.
Get fund or tax revenue no.
Yes.
Bauxite no revenue, do baby or tax revenue no.
Okay.
But if you are expressing it as a percentage of debt service, them debt servicing, ye eslan efim. Ye get fund efim. Into them 90%, it is not proper 90%. It is obokosoro. So it is more than 100%. Into be your independent analyst, be at NASA. Coffee, wo bon contempo. No that one. In the CCA, Damina Mana, what is she one so fast? Abanmumun obobusa, or Sonia Bosa, not or Dashan pass. Abanmumun obobusa, or Dakosha, where you do some more parliament, won't say, I dare no more. Be someone there, extra loan and what the bagana, one farm by parliament. Get fund, walk obobusa, one farm back. Offend a cyanohydrin by Mankawa Sama. Now, it's a say, Banisam, I'm running my home coins. I say, or my bit me, Bobusia, and family. This is a government that is ruling with impunity. You see, in the last parliament, they had big majority, so they felt they could get away with murder. No one majority no swing to feel Bukunin Pakra Ghana for the better one. Them na wadwen. They were yenzama basa ye kasa ye kebi Ghana for yent. Me bet na ha maka. Obefido na to your politics. On na here na ye bebren. Sisi ye do baby Ghana for you to ntwa yankaw. Enyim gua so until me o kan me. Because when I was talking you were not listening to me. Wo fi the sebe amanyasam go tene ye. I'm a Ghanaian first before I decided to join politics. So sisi IMF baby abani o de Ghana akon. Ayeto. Oyenyim guase on some fata yenkrowi. Sisi IMF Omwa kasa kwa kusisei. Baby ekusa yede. Ansa no Ghana programming. Ode ye yenhyehyɛ de. Bosa na ohon yebotum yetua na yentum ntua. I have done mine. We have done ours. Ibi na menyu atena hama ye. The ability to pay is not there. Mama ka asem tro baby ayedun. Onye de yentua o. Ye yenka se yentua. Onye de yentuo ba yentumi ntua. Ye ni ahoden no. Ability to pay is not there. Okay. Inti say abogana aban bosa enye de aban ontumntio baba ntumntua. Inti now we are going to call all of you. Awa akoto Ghana bond. Awa banka amagana iska. Ewo baby individual akoto Ghana bond. Wo pension what ato, insurance what ato. Aban hu na bakatna asa na waka chen kwate. Baby yedun ajogon. Inti ntumntua. Treasuries kan ho ana. Well, so wale ya T-bills or exempted. Okay. But anything above T-bills or 1 year plus, akoto BB or 1 year plus, okay, you will be paying what do you call it? When you're better as well, catch your intimate. And say be a haircutting. Intimate in Sihone Mount. In Sihone Cotin. Sikabutini now will. Oh, really? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mr. Dora, but then you are the son. And she say be a business person, be a career investment. We investment and started for one sub boom because I am a fool. We are the second term. Mo ya mana you who do. Ah, nanti mama en kan okwaso. Oh, there be papa. Okay, into no kwana ya kan yeda me na me yam waye hu. I'm telling you what is happening. Asem oreban sebe metena Ghana ha. Na me hu de train bi bokunye na. Na sama kan kire bi na bi sam de ye yete parliament aba na ye. I am telling you what is about to happen. Okay. In Sisano, IMF for this yes until the way debt sustainability analysis in the so we know they have to do what we call restructured envelope. Restructured envelope, or they will agree on the amount of debt relief Ghana require. Okay, your debt is not sustainable. Okay. Into what canon odoso dodo nti ntumi ntua nti aben kwan na yede beba wo ka wo no do betew
okay
nti se ye ka de okay sika inya no se wo ka wo ne ye bia ye mfa de bosom so inya 100 Ghana cedis bosom 100 Ghana na inya no bosom wo ka ye 200 o chede wo ntumi ntua se wo ka ne be ye 50 a obetumi atua nti chede the resource envelope ahia no is about 150.
Okay.
Into 150 no, only the debt relief that you require, or therefore one crop you want to answer there. 150 mean to ya. Into our wusika metal do them. We need to metal do them. We need to metal do them. And sign them to your cacao now.
I see. And now we can say a GDP ne den ye and shada nyefe. But Dr. Bedusa Kodie, or University of Ghana Business School, and was say, oh, yan GDP no. A positive news enti SSA aban gina eno so kra na otumi ne IMF e di negotiate for program no.
First me say man ka the GDP ne sebe onye ye wo GDP growth na ye wo nominal GDP wo GDP na nkasa ne express as a percentage of a car idea abro 100.
Okay,
in that negotiation akwa
growth not to say
no the growth no be bioroko no. Yes, they recorded 4.something% the second quarter, but that is not good news enough.
Sir, but there's
that is not good news. It's for me, it's not good news because first of all, ask where the growth is coming from. Growth of hydrocarbons, oil na the price now concern.
Okay.
Oil na yet on amano the price now concern. When I buy when you see cars shrunken.
Okay.
Extra revenue na wama GDP no concern.
Okay.
Oil now started before. So what will be the GDP in the next quarter? So you see, when I hear people making a general argument, it funnies me. You see, Ghana for we like making general statement instead of going into the detail. So first of all, it's a GDP growth. I'm not going to be pushed by that. First of all, what is the GDP growth and where is it coming from? Where is the growth coming from? Of agriculture now, when Ghana for you do my.
Okay.
If you traders who once will contribute. This is coming from hydrocarbons. Oil sector now. Price and into the same word as in the world order no onion. Russia-Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine war one more year and the GDP when you are doing.
Oh, I see.
The same Russia-Ukraine war is blaming. It is because of the same Russia-Ukraine war, oil prices were okay. As a result, with GDP in Wakoson. Okay. So what are you talking about?
Okay. So back to IMF negotiations.
So, sister, first of all, Magana Fuyina Yentase, there are difficult times ahead.
Before I become difficult times, I say, and see, ye were Jenny, ye too kind.
Jenny na makatron there. So first of all,
no.
The IMF programming, or ye there IMF for ye one debt sustainability analysis.
Okay.
No what you to me there, yen debt or ye sustainable or unsustainable.
Okay.
If it is not, about two born Ghana for the Ghana for muhia debt relief 1 or 2 cedi.
Okay.
Kwafra when I do one kawin nara, na for one to na table no do. Na catcher one day, motimetua, mutumetua them, them mintumetua. So what did to me we are? Ian she say we, Ibocom Brashable dream, a pass a law, a quack whatever, a quiet the membrane na we are. Ono na frame bio na maba yen shayamo. On into the Mekade, November now, finance minister was setting up there or expected the Ghana Benya IMF program before the budget. I have my doubt. I have my doubt. I have my doubt for a number of reasons. First, you have 6 weeks that pay
okay.
From in there to time over read the budget.
Okay.
6 weeks.
Okay.
6 weeks in. IMF will have for 10 days. Largely, them 10 days, they will conclude on debt sustainability. We are about one who bill it was Washington. I spend the defendant now what check and then our trade bien.
Okay.
Equa, what ben you more better say, oh yeah, restructured envelope, another actual restructured envelope, and I say, much debt relief, and I say, Sika in here then for what the better. Say, here we are, when you do to me, we are then you will come back. Now you want to better say. Na ayenshi shay and sign a program now start. It will be a magic of a lifetime for all of this to happen in 6 weeks.
But well, finance minister Nanu Kwadano catch Ghana for you say aban be fast tracking. Not to say obey yen intention.
Minimum how over fast tracking. Sister, minimum how over fast tracking. Because you see, it's a way akoto bond DB. Aban aye, ekwaya na aban catch them the miama into Matu was Canada. Adichia also ajatum. Oh, yen kasa. One of what the be to call creditors committee for them to sit, bring the legal issues and everything. Countries are why you
be form a committee neither that because we quite so can say why
five-member committee.
Finance professional.
In your one putting away the middleman. You need lawyers.
Okay.
International legal firm.
Oh,
Backed by local legal firm. Matt said they were appointed one that.
Okay.
You need international financial agency what experience in this.
Okay.
An example is Lagarde. Example is Rose Charles.
Okay.
All of them, why you be Penn, why you be with Greece, why you be with Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So you need to appoint all of these people. The last time I checked, the fastest one was about 6 months. The fastest one was about 6 months. That's why I'm saying it will be a magic of a lifetime to have it done within 6 weeks.
Wow.
It's a problem now. Oda yendun, a hunchra or baba yendun. From now to that time, on your easy.
And you don't foresee so wait to me the IMF and Shisha Ashe 2023 budget in.
I don't to me that Shisha mania there. IMF back at home there. What the can answer na babano. Ere yen Shisha wo a offend a wussy casem would bussa aja abwa my abroad my yentumintian. Ere young wedgeman. In the meantime. Wo expenditure kwana fado madam busa na buy no make sure that dam busa no on time baby
oh
because busa oba na den you could do
na sabre ya mu so ebi mo pray o allowances ebi jumaifo asha sen so mo negotiate and so mo person mo negotiate for 20% salary increment for next year nisa
but
no obi tifi house ya busa sa question no mai e be affect safo no ana
bebre ba affect one about affected baby, but I may believe it that abandon kasa na catch one what cut expenditure for you. The office of the president, office of government machinery. No. On Sweeney still.
Okay.
One budgeter or dahwa on some fata. A kwana wafado was spend the sika, chief of staff's in office, president in office, vice president office. I have a problem with it. And the baby I'm a kawasam.
You obviously have a problem because unini shimum into be when say or say ska but say ni
bobusa e kobobusa na to petrol gu kalim e kobobusa na de toka pena e chro e bobusa na chro paper e bobusa na ebo e kire e de ye na e waste sika na osefata aben papanyi aben maamenyi.
Which one do you call waste?
For example president okobo e KVIP na was the Land Cruisers by 30 Land Cruiser 30 na worokoni na wato petrol no bobusa na wotai. How can 5 of them go? How can more than 10 of them go? Isn't it waste? Is it them no wobobusa wo say sika nka ye wo papa nkontum fo nko wo papa odo be wiase na o maame sanka wo bobusa dem anka sisi eti ho nka busua sika na nka wo na lutua ka wo nka busua japadi na ato ne kotua bosa won waste abani sika dem ye wo bibi flagship programs one village one dam dam ni na kokohwe dams no wo hwe de se bi wo ha.
Okay. And so ya na amanfo kan e be affect no IMF aye koi aban se mon kama komanto mo yem flagship programs in the affect no
well
teach you free SHS
well enya me na makada oba affect na na do affect o ya ban akofa IMF wa aba wase usuban na ida na edima e kawa aye brededede wo man mu na se besika onya wodze kra bobusa na de bo life de ye guy e de fa aeroplane de kosor na kodemin dem suban na intumi nye you have to choose which one
we dey build in future ye mano on be sure ye man da achen say no so ye kanti ye nyim film ana me ma onye bi. It
is not for me to take the decision or you are buying to take the decision. I buy no you see first of all
and e bi mo adwen yo mu say IMF no mum na be ka say we yifimu we fashemu we yifimu
memo on phone question IMF but stand the first of all IMF for catch there you was even budget deficit budget deficit in o chere wo sika eje ina wo e kawa ebon oye wo expenditure another sika idi obor sika inya ndonodo so obro da Sikane inche onye tax eje or de kobo busa na de bosodo ono wa ma busa na wa ye britizen.
Okay.
Ataza. I say sen kan na 10%, probably you can do 3%. Into obandama awu ayo mampanyin another economic management team our finance minister, you have to make some decisions. The first decision is wuka wona idin sikana ebobosan offended who expenditure and you will cut it.
Okay.
Eba cut who expenditure and can 100 cities e be 80 cities. So you have to choose which one is your priority. Say pede free SHS etnasa, it means that wo plan na efodo kosoro kogwara omun or de jai.
Oh, okay.
So a pede is save one district, one factory, or a day, a beer, wo Land Cruisers 100 na do kobo KVIP or that sort. So it's a lifestyle. You have to decide. And now there or there, the tax for forever. Magana for do to ya. Number me use them tax and they live a lifestyle. Do koto aeroplane and nam. I
see. But then
so you have to make a decision.
The conditionalities but for na can if you say you can say I am a phone and be say fa way to her and fa way to anye we say
so
a man for join we on be say mfa nipa wa ban adwuma mu say the bibi mu call ya omo ye no enye say
okay so let me explain the conditionalities in the first of all you have to cut expenditure by X amount.
Okay.
Ebia cut expenditure by 2%.
Usika na udi no.
Cut, reducing by 2%.
Okay.
It's our na your manager no you should choose which one are eba cutting by 2%. First conditionality.
Okay.
Second conditionality ABR sikana agent tax agent onye enough so increase it by 2%. Tell me what you want to do. Now wa abaka IMF they be me increase VAT. Dem na anhwe your budget will be increase VAT.
Oh, I see.
ABR me pedem ye dem. So budget e be tax be wum papa. Tax or friend tax or wum papa. Only they will come very soon with budget issues. Aka kama budget na eduhon. So this budget will be a lot of taxes and very I doubt they will do a lot of expenditure cut, but they have no choice but than to do expenditure cut.
Oh, I see. And no penny conditions IMF.
And then some of them are structural. Structural ni binye there. Sisi yeti we cocoa board. Wa bobo sankutin 14 billion Ghana cedis. Enye cocoa that syndicated no oba parliament no.
But I dey beto cocoa no.
Enye da wodo to cocoa ni bia.
Enye no nso a.
You know what friend cocoa bills.
Okay.
Wa bobo sa 14 billion Ghana cedis. Mrs. your cocoa board why are insolvent virtually.
Just uniska.
Olugu.
Egu.
Cocoa board egu.
I see.
Osane cocoa board we use sikan wo twa kwan. Where nyama onsem fata we discan basa 14 billion.
Omo disika yi kwan a ensem fata.
Is it their job? Cocoa board. Is it their job? So you have something called core mandate. The mandate of cocoa board is not to construct road.
Cocoa road in why I said here nice so yeah.
Cocoa board
central government.
Central government.
Oh, I see.
That's why you have Ministry of Roads. Into what support they should give it to Ministry of roads. Another central government, the government to perform the function. New cocoa board we maybe. Cocoa board abobosa 14 billion Ghana cedis. Egu ho. Since IMF was one for them second so public debt no. Because what the year buying eduma.
I see. 14
billion no cocoa board sika wa egu ho nkoten. Inti wobeye structural measures we build the cocoa board in Brand Baba Parliament. Okay. Why you on they are banning them from doing things that they did in the past or the cow by buying being structural measures. On offend some of the conditionalities we are talking about.
But someone can say me buying funny power.
No. ABR only the banning some. For a ban to choose them in can a ban or do decide.
Say usika die so.
To usika so into what this is while better obey employing more people are. No, why employ more people. So you have to choose.
And see for Ghana near otidwa so a oton ade maame ana papa o ko China ko fa ne amaba a o hwe ensisi a se yenkomo nyina ye bone to fafa IMF Ghana economy ni IF emaye ene de omo de beboa ye ho a wote wosinti we nyina na se kire ne sen sunsu so ne sen wo meme so
da me peda me kan de adza wo fe na ho kyer oreba da ye hu de oye na hyese Mama can
Ghana for now, boy, you ask me
a
for that so say
yes. Into order me prepare Ghana for one adren. In fact, ko ya banna said by now we prepare Ghana for adren. By now, ko den create a national economic consultative program. Na you consult Ghana for the baby or mine need do ye do in Pensubia. We have to take a hard decision. But how do we take that hard decision? Or they ye them. Nambum Ghana fui na ubia anshane sapomunsu or sanda hocheraba. Baby a yedun, young Ghana sissidin in that checker. Obi Sokotobi in that a 10.85.
Oh, no. Because me so
can you check?
Last week, you know, na monsieur, na sesi a drew say na me ka say I'm 10. And no because we call 10-3, but I see about 10.
Can you check? So last week, can you check? I check.
Ube check sesi ano. Oh, how we be send you message say, oh, where you Google the NTB so.
No, don't go to Google. Google $1 ton.
Interbank rate.
Sister, $1 ton Google. $1 ton Google. Forex bureau be another from one or two ton be nebisa.
Prince, forex na wa bronsana say ano. From mubisa mami because we so be black market. The reality is that the bank focus. Oh, yeah, the be ma 98, 96, and now they're 98 now.
And in bank now friend Absa now. Absa, Barclays Bank now,
yes,
about Absa. I read from them, what's in there by the end of the year, dollar will do 12 cedis. I'm not the one saying.
Managers of the economy.
But this is a bank. This is a bank. They've employed quality professionals. They sit and their job is to analyze. They have done scenarios and they've seen where we are going. They haven't had it wrong in the past.
So by the end of the year,
doubt them.
Let me do my roadside analysis economics. By the end of the year, let's say by October, November, I buy Benya syndicated loan because you be main cocoa season.
1.3.
Inti odibeba beshim. Odibeshima say ebe peja mukakra.
Okay, so two things. Number one, syndicated loan number parliament here approving or 1.3 billion.
Okay. But
the Brandon Trader all this years now you approve 1.3 billion. The banks and we commit to give us 1.3 billion. Committed.
Okay.
I think could say the committed amount is $540 million.
The
remaining 700 something million and what's it? Best effort basis because of Ghana's credit worthiness. And Cocoa Board poor books.
Into best effort
in the we try one effort. This one sabeka another one sanka because one so will cost syndicate when your banks be na kasa baby o could be say you croy no want to be into sovereign na wa guarantee loan in ankasa sebe no chemen into so wo bankrupt want to be aka into better na maye so best effort. Number 2, Cocoa Board nankasa books is bad. As I said to you earlier, it's insolvent. Because they are of their insolvency, one books in Ankasam Bunye. Afi cocoa what last year we took cocoa close to 1 million metric ton. This year, cocoa we're up to 650 to 660,000 metric ton. Shanodo atu. Shanodo from 1 million to 660. So it's only when you do that, bowa besem na you're ready there. Bibia butumesi. Odzikan. Number 2. Remember there, afibiara. Busumbialano, we spend $450 million to buy petroleum product into the country every month.
After the year exporting,
$450 million.
I see.
Where is the money coming from? That is the time when start traders what one bronya nyama what the baton. Where is the money going to come from? What the LCs nyama will be established, where is it going to come from? So please, 1.3 probably will come. But it doesn't mean that when it comes, it solves our problem. And when I hear people thinking that to solve our problem, I beg to say that it is not the case.
Is it 2 points?
750 million.
750 into a pajama.
On an asama, since I don't know what to free deal with.
Oh, okay.
On the was because some crepe 750 oil for 450 woman that wa can say be abosa that will be a holiday one what to bond the weapon will go if your economy no what pay schedule once worry once work.
Well, the more reason why Bianca and yes I will say IMF ade say ba say it me the share budget me be magical and kebia to me the share my yes say be buy in tranches cra say in your first tranche na kebia no to be to me sister I sure we know see no up.
The situation is bad. da me pede mama Ghana for let's asenye there abani or today what run a Ghana's economy aground or the Ghana economy or the aquashed ditchim sisi ameyoka si yes bosa aba ma yentumi ntue am say boko parliament na wode load bebre gugu dey approve and I can assure you that we will not approve it because baby a Ghana edu sisi ano bosa pan de bosa ye ba approve and it's not possible because bosa ya na ya men Ghana magana sisi ye hu bia onye ye abani onyim the meson what we break from time also Ghana to baby a Ghana
will not approve
but so you want us to approve for the country to suffer?
Oh, ude mama musa owi ebi ni e-levy de ya sisi ai no so said de ne ye hwe kwan no asat enra we ya omode ba ye sika na revenue de yenya fi mu no ye expect no enye saa ene nya no se bi so anka mo hwe na mo approve ya enka ye nsa be kan ma ye hu asat May na ye expect se nke benya 487.4 million Ghana cedis and so the eba provisional one na omode ye adwuma no 39.4 million and then as at June provisional target abandonment say e-levy ni ye adwuma yi pa anya hwe obenya 417.8 and so the onya ye 54.3 enti ase onru target no ho babia na ni nyina so gina say mu bastardize e-levy no kra ansa na eba se mu so na mu nim say ye wo crisis mu say ya senka musumu nka mu pa oman na mu nyina ye nyina ye wo oman ni omanfo ade no obrofo economy na ekwa ground ejiguba enti ajegon egwewie yo enti muntiase na muntua etue because what say aka che say IMF ba obeka say so sure obeka say otu a wogigi so pekwan obefa so obenya more eto be 2% 3% bi aka ho ni nyina ye moni mu asem enso still
can I explain something?
Can I explain something?
E-levy or a bad tax is the worst tax in the history of Ghana. Minyim the tax papi bi aba a tax bona ba krom ha e-levy da. Ekwana aban okofa e-levy be no on sem fata. Or a tax policy bi a wo hye obema ehiafo wona won ho akire ho or ye hiafo tax. Odikan. Number 2, Ghana, we invest so much money to reduce the cash economy by making it cash light economy. Obieki tesikan. Since yes, it's a kibia yen use in electronic yen fenye juma. Abana say in bill or the sika shame to get to this far. Abedintin the same abana or this sika kwa shemen. Obe yen zama obe reverse or ye cash economy na ye so far ye to me ye try the ye reducing to make it cash light economy. Odikan. So government policy was not consistent. Do oye ya okese there. Can you imagine that me na we na yako petrol station. I may use cash me that I also use mobile money that and I mean to your tax. Now we cut your tax. It's not fair. It's not fair. And tax policy should be fair.
But so when him say, "Ain't me near fair so ma obia."
Then
because
it's not tax policy.
roto ana ye issue. Say obia and fasa kwan ni so a. Say ontua to.
No, but
obia to kwan. It was not fair.
Our use servicing. I mean using. I'm not paying. So it is very fair. Because if I don't use the service, I don't pay.
So equally, if I don't use the service of
you see, medium of exchange. Medium of exchange. Medium of exchange. Medium of exchange. I have cash. You have the same cash but on your phone. But I will to your tax. I mean to your tax. What makes it fair? We are all buying the same thing. So in this the same vein, road taxi, road toll, yeah, they come answer me. I'm a for road toll, when I'm a by Momo, I'm going to pay tax. But yimpana additional tax on what I'm paying as toll. Now I'm a cash, I'm not paying tax on it. So it's even the same way you are discriminating among us. The same payers of the same road toll, you are discriminating.
And but as a situation now, you will
the government should do the honorable thing. Government, withdraw e-living. No.
This, what I say, at the end, say, crisis.
Expenditure.
Say, probably say, means of getting more revenue, taxes. Be or how was I say on scrapping?
No,
so scrap here or the day
it is obnoxious and wasteful, useless tax policy.
Bro, for now, can
on your tax policy, or the amena will yejutum.
Okay.
Or the hotel, not the Ghana for. Or you road the gains of man winning in digital economy, or you raising in now.
And to who best suggest which means in
Sikana, or try to e-levidon. Or bonitrim keke, no try them sikana one year proper calculation.
The 1.5.
1.5 for bonitrim or dynam do be so that I no control we show. The 1.5 because Obia use e-levy. Odikan. Into 1 year proper analysis based on Isika Obutimenya. So it wasn't done properly. Number two. Or you the same e-levy ya kamwasemi. If Isika unya ina ishe no ho de de obaya, it makes it a nuisance tax. Sikano or ye waste. Inti damato tosra abane sika wonya wo yi levy on no useless.
And but you will be
because everybody want to avoid it. One of the cardinals of a good tax policy in the robustness to avoidance. It is not robust to avoidance. If a tax policy is designed in such a way on your robust to tax avoidance, it is not a tax. It's a useless policy. You should repeal it. Inti aban ombe repeal no boko. Me mon dream about there. Me okwa akoye den. Also me okwa akoye den. I'm going to review it. Review what? Review a failure? How do you review a failure? Scrap it. Scrap the failure. E-levy is a failure. Scrap it.
Review can be I'm adjusting or I'm taking it off. It's review.
I can assure you the NDC party, we pledge to the people of Ghana that the first budget that NDC party will be reading under President Mahama next time will form a government, and that the next NDC government will repeal e-levy. You will trim. Yes, you will trim because of a useless tax policy, and we stand by it.
Honorable Forson, anti power mu painting na monia brea mu piapia ban ti ko na mo ye ne niama te say abanya say niama abanya useless na dia me table use cry am time pin so but na wakasa
abanya useless because na yipa abana obobusa no mfanyehwe busa bebrebe a wo ma busa na me sister me so
asa yema ye kasa na honorable.
So let me tell you why they are useless, and I want to tell you why. Na bisa so e bi crab brofo cry useless and cry bi beka ho
menyini.
You see, your wadi be your friend ineptitude, lack of action. You've seen ineptitude, lack of action. Obia sebe lack of action kana fa.
Yes, so you on ye.
Adzo do ye on ye. Yet to manemu o manene economy or kofum. 2020 we saw it that it was almost there. Abombodine win elections. 2021 everybody is telling you the baby are Ghana record. Bombodine na ko IMF ntam na womboa wo ne solve problem. Senkadem time in Kwaya and Kadem debt sustainability, a yakan once a minka wambama, possible restructuring near yakan once a minka ombado. Abani atnawa out of their ineptitude, uselessness. It's not
one so and yet the assessor oh yeah.
So into it's a Obi wa honest amane dwuma don ye nessa 1 year.
Yemfa no wo sa. Enti na mabisa o say se wo si only e-levy free ho at the same time so o kan sa anhwe ya IMF beka say on pay taxes bi mehim na onya sika no mfa ntu aka no ne ade na economy no engine ne na so a wo susu say kwan ben so no wonfa tax ben no wonfa maybe place e-levy.
Okay, first of all, I will not talk about taxes. I will talk about expenditure cut first.
Okay.
Medin kan ma actually there's so much waste. E kwana aban or spend this can waste no dosododo. Into aban only think about some of this waste. No only you being fiho. No only ye. You see, this is abana time a waraba abanim. What's all we have the men, What this shayan say abaye ni ye. Men ni sana wa area boys. Sana wa area boys. Because men pani. Area boys in Bowen
I see.
Because based on what I have seen, a corner while run Ghana's economy, me who be that in the history of this country. Me who be that in the history of this country. The one mabusa na in there in your 1 city. 1 city no is spending 2 cities consistently in the last 6 years. abobusa egu ho de mama busa na
it was because ono obeto busia ni bi
na boto busa ni bi no
and say oye servicing
okay
and say sabre no so according to aban
no do you know that
and hye na moja wo ho no en hye danye nti o siesie akire no enu nso ka ho
okay so let me
sure say o mo ka wo
let me tell you something. NDC left office yeja busa 120 billion. By the end of this year,
Momo busia mo boy na say
no busa from Kwame Nkrumah na bring na busa the end of 120 billion cedis. By end of this year, busa will be about 460 billion Ghana cedis. 460 billion Ghana cedis. So about 75% of the debt stock in the MPP are buying the Wobegum. Wobogum ne bisa won de dem busa na woboe no won kire he na depot ya wode ye sister monumental butuma aka de okay wobobusa krampo am de mensa kire yido me de mensa kire yido but kitwe bi na beka ho asam kitwe bi na beka ho asam into sometimes me cousin bi abodwen de oh no me ye ndisi ntina makadam ye ndisi ntina makadam ye ga na ye odikan ekwana abane no orfado orbobusan onsam fata wobobusa no so a wonfanya adza adanche bi ebutuma aba ho mfa so me de tuakaw sebe ebobusa na edoto chinchinga na wia odu time wo tua na chinchinga na sebe awie o nti nya dem chinchinga na ho mfa so mfo ntuakaw na mo ebobusa na de ye japaden butum da ye bibia mfa so baba ho de tua dem busa na kaw one na MPP aban wontuma ye.
I see. Now, wo parliament, no, Matisse story be run. Mo say revenue, oil revenue, sika was abandoned to Petroleum Holding Fund, PHF, musika naira, some $100 million.
Yes. My brother, John Jenapo, oil ranking member on the Energy Committee. In there, Oban, Fango Hunsam, in Energy Hunsama, Obo Hunim di Sonko, Papebi. Na da ne hwehwe meko hunyi de ihwe petrol nobo a woton na manone
okay
na hwe petrol a Ghana yese yetone ma o man Ghana sika yenyan no nye dem sika na ban wa record wa ban no books pocha atasa petrol no ansa ne benye petrol sika no enya ma ebien
okay
petrol nobo na quantity etone no be more the value of the amount of dodo
okay
inti offer no buo no hwe ne value no o de nya $100 million bi ohun be bi esika na afa inti olo toto sra bane de enyim yara bane be kire be bi esika no wo
o mu be bi afa sesen
because nka o de nka dem sika no o hit aban account
okay
o de dem sika no sebe obaboto oye aban account na aban so bu ho akonta akire Ghana
okay
one na wa hwehwe aban krata emu ehu de $100 billion millions dollars onyim
okay
na embiri a sike bi ehia hia bisa da aban tax no da aban oje ibisam da masam tax I da aban oje de da oleje won onko hwehwe mra there is enough leakages in the system.
Na ayira de said ya mo kanu
no ayira baby e she bi on kofa mbran chon the reason asem
some say na mujidi say ayira are you sure it is missing?
Why has the government not come out since or raise asem since and that obi anka ho asem
na no ne de cause
obi aka $100 million ayiwa enyimbiri na la so anyi oyo de bakasa ho enyimbiri na la masa aban na ye sebe yerubu yebu aban oman na yerubu sebe yen ton tomatoes aban on mine yerubu oyo nyimpa ne livelihood nyimpa ne nkwa gina mine ne danche dodo says $100 million obi abaka akira wo de me nkonta akira wo de dem sike wo hina awagigi scan adado madache o de bakasa no hona wo tua honka no himfa hona wo tua honka do wakasa wo himfa.
Oh, I see. Munyi ni se ebia oversight bi ho or ebia aban actual wo nkrata mu media koye bibi say and it's in this fan or we capped it here or there
wa hwehwe ne nhwehwemu na we hu de bibi ayo sike bi ayo nta aban no be kire hen so oversight oversight
Okay. Well, many adwadifo a wo mo aboa me dwadini ba ko kodwa mo aten say ene rate ne 10 is to 45 10.45 and na yekobisa wo forex I call you know yes ya unity is good or say ono or better will buy it at 10.25 then sell it to you at 10.45.
So it's around 10.45 now.
Yeah,
okay.
so
you
but
see
10.45 is the sell.
You see,
well,
no, that's what it quota. Ono auto fi winchen no wa ton no we nya ho mfa so.
10.45.
And so neduma yen otua electricity or shop. So don't nya ho mfa so. So it's the buying rate. CCI say quota dollar ye dwedin na say kwakra bibia ba or dey quota dollar. And can you believe it? You start here buying a fiwe in a dollar is about 6 cedis. 6 cedis oh.
Beginning of the year.
Beginning of the year. In canon a fear yesterday, beginning of the year, 6 cedis. It's in $100,000, 10,000 or 60,000 Ghana cedis. Asa.
Okay, yeah.
Would get to 60,000 Ghana cedis in? Who know the twaddle? Would get to $10,000 in? Income would get to 60,000 Ghana cedis in. Can buy 10,000. Oh no, you would get to.
No, here so, 10,000. I here be 150,000.
Yes.
Close to. Say you should 10.45 credit, then we here 145,000. We must be the easy katra.
So you see, this is where the problem is.
Okay.
Nkofu won't get to action. Obi lose as much as 40-50% of net capital. The mean nyimpa nedwuma gu a nyimpa na offer we adwuma mu odo yinedi. Aho kire nanyin. Odo oto adwuma mu oto obi na akotium ontum because nedwuma egu. Sebe enya abani the largest employer of this country. Or the private sector kakaboma. It's when you buy no tiokau despite group who tiokau. It is despite group so collapse you are in trouble. I say
many in San I say when you are situation.
Oh, how can I be? How can I be?
Many says an carbine.
So you see, first of all, the Biama Kadamasemi. Obi Olutrasan, when you the nature chia until that point in right. Say it will feel so. Na say e be ye good your friend then usuban bi nhudo bi ne ba nam ho na say hu de abofrei owo suban surunku bi a oye papa na e bi a of straight home. If a government will succeed or how strong the opposition is, the mabani onya lucky do onya strong opposition nanso na so antasam da be ka bia onfanye dwuma inti menwalu ntumenje mokodo maka kopment time abanna so obeta asam aban ose maso ye den menti asam na odi Ghana kokodu bebia wekodi aban na so ye zendodo me hu bi da wa one party no mu wotu won fa wonte ekaka wase you opposition within the party funa no mu wakasa enye MPP ni papa bia kasa odini yem nso ntumenka the same way in a here so ye wo position e be say na ba abanyi e kan sem bi onte waswa ye dzendodo bebia wo de Ghana ekodu o ya so de na wo de Ghana ekodu won amembu basa onsem fata inyama basa na wo de Ghana ekodu bebia ye ekodu nti damage ne se me bet hana makasa nye sebe menyi na age menyi aberada de wasa Ghana ekodu bebia ekodu because bebia Ghana ekodu munia onsem fata da waka eche Ghana for the wo men medin kama culture many
said they are walking
many area boys simple
but when say one acknowledge say ebia aban no oye ade kakra global crisis here ba ye so
sister
nti ya no mabisa say
aban no sister ya
global crisis on fire housing and so who so opposition nti anye bia no global crisis no ankan e kakra kra so we acknowledge say well enya impact kakra wo ye so.
I've always said there the global crisis obviously had some minimal impact and some gains. Minimal, very little impact.
I see.
But you see, only significant to put us in this mess are you with me. Mess here you with me or you're self-inflicted. Or you're banu subain. The wabu frebi na na so ye dine to no for onte. No why ye nzama onsem fata or the Ghana budu baby ye bebudu. Into baby ye budu ne Munia, it's a mid to the MPP for Kado. We offended with breaking the 8. So you have what it takes to even talk about breaking the 8. Think of making the 8. Think of making the 8. Because you see, the way I manage a buy no couldn't send coming and me abani and kabina and kama resign. They have to resign and block and give a new team.
Resign and block.
Oh, it happens. It happens in some jurisdictions. In fact, Ivory Coast, yeah, sometimes be a whole government from prime minister down to government ministers, everybody resigned, apart from the president. Everybody resigned. Everybody resigned. By now, the economic management team now one mess the country and it's so bad. Make it way useless as I use them wedding. By now, all of them must go. All of them. Out of courtesy, out of respect for the people of Ghana. By now, they should all go.
Dear was saying no, I didn't know a man and say Yama opportunity say 5 years. You see, on tomb or Sunday, what's the can a man I said. Me wo Miss Subaina policies na me said. Me you see me the said. My build some attachment to the policies. Inti wabaye emotional issues be inti me twetwema o ye denmam. Obi wala say oba no na eye.
Sister,
from 2017, 2018,
yeah, the Ghana lo
2019, seneye.
Yeah, the Ghana lo cheche. We should be careful. The very group of people now want mess the country up to this magnitude that it been sidan. Yen sound so far aban yen fa once a bill. No one could mess in. They would dig and dig until Ghana will not be found anymore. I better hand lusu.
Oh, there be the name Bisa on it says from 2017. Who can say if 2020 na muhu say economy note.
No, you see,
and na moka.
Sister,
na obianso wo Ghana who so 2017, 2018, 2019 na eye anisa.
Na den eye.
Den economy ni nyo.
Oye forced lifestyle na ye lead no kire do ye. Yem fan de ye abrante. Area university for akwawal. With salary 1,000 Ghana cedis. I start to live forced lifestyle. You live there, friend, a petition lifestyle, a petition economy. You are living a champagne economy. Obi a sebe wisikan auto petition. You could sort of whiskey, you could feel in a little at party. I can say a time will come, it will catch up with you. So what we saw in 1718 was a forced lifestyle.
Okay.
Was a forced lifestyle. Them lifestyle na ye leadi na mu bonsem ma hon ba monsem I do bi bobo na wabompo na catch up with us.
Unfortunately, the basic I say budget no e shase say ba na ana e ba wie na nkomo no shase a wadaro ma ye besia ba ye ba opuna no agye so ano pay that se pa.
Mr. Mdase.
Honorable Cassiel to Forson, ye former Deputy Minister Finance, and oye MP Ebrimo, and more for more a Jumako Inyan Sim, a won finimante more, Edom Kuma won Rashibi Jeffy, a far of Mighty Casem Mono, or no Jinamo Casama Womo, and Yanin Dim Como, a far ratings in one eba, said ye be our so betiasi, and Yaka IMF Maye, and Yaka a ye levy near Barbican, concerna. Energy ranking member for that committee on that committee energy committee is honorable Gina Ponso Aka the afasa sika o sinke o seko PHF nimu ya ankomoa eno so bisa ho asem no ye di ni nyina ho nkomo ye de sonkra ikomo mu nti omanfo ye di amamo anope me de hie me PAC Kwadwo Amoaten tag member any president Kwadwo Kafra obra pani osema membra odin bank na abi weja me akwantimfi ya nanso Kwadwo ye be ye ne den ye dan nyame nti shedding what PAC nyame ya dom adwoada obedi 1 week no oba tampa mede ntoma kokko bebo me yem ne ma ba bigina wachi wate nti obra ne yere ne abusuafo ni nyina me ma wo mo shedding owura Daniel Kwadwo ofe na ye kana asema wa free mu nti Kwadwo me ma wo shedding obra no so na odi Kwadwo kose pa nyame beye wate mame na kuyaski sase ewo matade ane opama me gramophone power yellow fefe kamen efi kuyaskis na wo feel say aya watade ya fatawa me da ase wonso betumi afre kuyaskis na wodwudwu staff fefe sa friend was 020 836 4729 020 836 4729 and amasere o senyame adoma o china 2:30 p.m. Bra ICGC Fresh Oil Temple ewo Teshi Penny ehona Mark Angel family ye harvest and worship service ye didi ni asori erade ye many asori ni sa o jai na nhyira ne nso eba nti ekina ya bra na ye ne onyina ye nsori erade emom me be say akane birthday nti Reverend Edwin Fred Ousu Ansa who Amazing Grace Baptist Church ewo Cassiel, happy birthday to you. Na Michael Tenkran ene Daniel Edun Kansa ena omo Mausa happy birthday and Honorable Irene Toshi Ado of District Assembly Common Fan Honorable Mensomene Apostle Paul Daniels and yebusiafo ni nyina yema happy birthday nyame nhyira na onkyere wahye onnum na omwaw na enwuma pa oye ene dia woye dia boa Kristo asafo no kosoa na ye ne sa papa nyame ennum enka ho obana wankwa obejiweni so enu nti ebusuafo yede mu si ha ekina eja kwabna beba critical issues yeso idie nundu bopai mu pa na chese deru ene de bremo yakuna meni meda asese na wohwe nyina oni entina wo adechenshoma so na me enka ho na weekend no bia nyi kama yakra